Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are in my back bedroom with the low ceilings in my old 1907 farmhouse because they are repaving my road out front. There are beeping noises and all kinds of big trucks. They're dumping asphalt. It is really noisy. So the room that I normally do the video in, it's just not usable today. So we're going to be back here today. Hopefully it'll give you a little change of scenery and maybe you'll enjoy that. But today we're going to talk about sneaky price hikes. They are happening across the board. I got fooled on a couple of those this past shopping experience, and I'm going to share them with you today. So I hope you'll stick around. Hi, I'm Bonita and I am early retired. I'm not old enough yet for Social Security. I'm living on a low income and I am living off of savings. I live in Kansas on a farm and I have a donkey. I have frugal videos all year round, and I hope that you will join me this year as we share ways to save money and live our dreams. Sneaky price hikes have become more and more common. I was listening to this guy on TikTok the other day, and he talked about how he orders from Walmart every single month, and he's done it for about 2 years with home delivery. He always orders basically the same thing every single month, and he was noticing an 8% price hike. And then he was noticing the last couple of months a 20 and 22% price hike on items that he normally would buy. We see this all across the board. We see it on subscription services. I have a Hulu subscription service, and when I started out, it was $9.99 a month. It has slowly snuck up, which is proper, I'm not sure. It has slowly gone up from $9.99 a month to $10.99 a month. Now it's at $12.71 a month. And they don't give you notices on this stuff. It just shows up. And that's what the bill is. And they sneak these prices in with fees. They sneak it in with hidden charges. They sneak it in with smaller sized containers. These are often done very, very low key. So sometimes we don't even notice it unless we look at it from what it was before to what it is now. I went to Dollar Tree yesterday because I rewash my shower liners. Yes, they were only $1.25. I keep 2 of them on hand, but I had washed one, put it on the line, and then we had an unexpected storm blow through with high winds and it ripped it. And I thought, man, I always rewash these. I hated to see it go in the trash can, but I thought, okay, it's only $1.25. I've used it for quite a long time, for years. I rewash these. It's not going to kill me to buy another one. I go in, I pick one up, and there was no price. I thought it was still $1.25, and when I checked out, it was $1.50. Look what they did. They put a sticker over where it was pre-printed $1.25. There was no sign in front of it saying it was $1.50. And I didn't even notice that dot there because there's also another red dot here that talks about it being a clear shower liner. Yeah, it's only a quarter, but there's price hikes that are happening in stores and they're not posting the price. So then we don't know until we've checked out or we're checking out and it rings up higher than what we thought we were paying. Now, if you see it's ringing up higher than you want to pay, you always can tell them, "Hey, I don't want that. Take it back off." But I really needed one of these since mine tore. I like to keep 2. That gives me time to wash one, dry it on the line, and put it back in my storage for the next time, and then take out the one I have and immediately change the shower curtain liner so I don't have to wait for it to dry. So I like to have 2, but I thought that is really sneaky. They didn't post a change in price. They just covered the old one. Many places that we might frequent have also raised prices, as well as our utility fees have gone up. My electric bill runs around $70 to $72 a month. But what I haven't said in the past is my fees are $45 of that. So I'm hardly spending anything on electrical usage. It is costing me $45 just to have the power hooked to my house, even if I don't use it. I remember when those fees used to be about $20 to $22 a month. We have an old building that the kids sold fireworks in. I used to have electricity to that building. And when we weren't using it, it was about $20 to $22 a month to keep that power on. And now it is 45. So that is 100% increase. So if we look at how much stuff has gone up, our wages and our interest and any savings that we have or any securities that we have invested, they definitely have not matched that increase. Other things that have gone up is like fast food or eating out. If you ever go to eat out, you've probably seen that maybe you used to be able to get a meal for $10 or $12. Now it's more like $15 or $18 for a meal. Even if you go to McDonald's, I've seen people comment that a meal will cost them about $13 even at McDonald's. So these prices make a big difference if we are watching our pennies very closely, because those increases are not matching our income. Our income has not changed at the rate that these prices have gone up. They report that Starbucks has gone up significantly. Dollar Tree has gone up on items up to 40%. T-Mobile and some of the phone plans have gone up, and I know that because I have AT&T and I have to have it where I live. I would love to have Mint Mobile or some of those cheaper plans, but I don't have service out here on anything but AT&T. And so it has gone up where it is about $65 a month now for me to have my phone out here. It didn't used to be anywhere near that much. And that's with me having an older phone that's paid off. So there's no extra fees on there for like a phone purchase. I don't have insurance on my phone. I don't have any of those things. And that is just like basic phone. So that's kind of high. We know the food has gone up, and a lot of places even raise the prices slightly before they have a sale. And I've mentioned this one other time, but I noticed like the buy one, get ones, we really have to watch. I used to be able to get bacon for like $3.99 on sale. Now they're like buy one, get one, but they equal out being more like $4.25, $4.50 for a package of bacon. So they raise those prices sometimes before a sale. So we really need to watch that, because sometimes we're not getting the deals that we think that we're getting. And even though it doesn't seem like it would be legal, a lot of times these price hikes are not communicated to us. Many of you have watched my videos where I talk about getting those red bags at Dillon's for 99 cents on the older produce. Well, I got fooled just this week. I thought I'm going to splurge. It's 99 cents, right? And I'm going to get these small potatoes. I thought, man, those sound really good. And for 99 cents, I can splurge. When I checked out, they rang up $1.50. That's a 50% price hike. And I said something to the cashier, and she said, yeah, another lady complained about that last week. And I said, well, I won't be buying these anymore because they're not worth $1.50. And the price wasn't posted. It wasn't posted at all. The 99-cent price was down, and there was no price posted, and they had raised it without communicating to the consumer. There are subtle ways that they are trying to lower their costs or increase their profits, whether it is the size of the container, whether it's changing some of the ingredients in the products that we normally buy to make it more cost effective on their end. I have seen people even mention that they buy something and it just doesn't taste like it used to because they changed the recipe to make it more affordable for them to manufacture. So we really have to watch some of these things. So what can we do? If prices are going up on things we normally buy, are there ways we can still enjoy our life, have the things we need, and maybe have some special stuff? You bet there is. There's all kinds of old fashioned living hacks that we share on this channel, along with frugal tips and ways to save money. Right now, we are making sun tea outside, and that may not sound like anything fancy, but it's something we really look forward to in the summer. It's something special that we can only do in the summer. I bought tea when it was on sale, so I have some. It's a special treat for us. We don't normally have tea around the house. And so, just a few little things that you can work in to make your days more exciting, more fun, more enjoyable. It doesn't have to be an expensive thing to add some stuff like this to your daily life. I love staying home. I love figuring out ways to save money and add little sparks to our day that make them more fun and enjoyable, even if it's just like making some sun tea during the summer. Focusing on experiences over the cost of something can make your days more enjoyable. For the 4th of July, it was only my husband and I here, but we took our food out to the picnic table and we had a picnic for our meals anyway on the 4th and on the 5th. It just added some fun and some excitement to the holiday, even though we were here by ourselves. Making some of your simple meals attractive can also add to the spice of life. We don't have to go out to a restaurant to have a very beautiful plate, and eating it at home, fresh from the garden or from your pantry, can really add a spark if you just arrange your plate to make it pretty. All that was a couple of Swiss chard leaves from the garden with deli turkey, with provolone cheese and mustard. I also had 3 sweet pickles. I took the stems from the Swiss chard and added some peanut butter, and I had a sliced tomato. But that made a very beautiful, attractive plate. And I didn't have to go to a restaurant to get it, and it cost me only pennies. So you can bet that if the price isn't listed in the future, I'm going to be much more observant and careful about that. Now that I know they are being so sneaky with some of these switches and not communicating it with the customer, I'm going to be even more cautious when I pick something up if the price is no longer posted and I know that it used to be there. I also am going to continue to add special things into my daily life so that I know I am not being deprived. Sometimes it is easy for us to feel like we are going without when really we are not. And just adding some of these old fashioned traditional things like making the sun tea back into our week can add a spark that maybe we were missing, even though it is hardly anything at all. For our house, making sun tea is exciting, and we look forward to the days that we can look out the window and see it brewing in the sunlight. Thanks for joining me today. Let me know in the comments below. Have you had any sneaky switches that have happened to you lately? And what are some of the fun things you're doing at home to add spark to your week or to your daily life that's not costing you anything but pennies? I hope to see you in the next video.